Side of the ball, how much is it noticed that Darius Leonard is not out there?
Oh, I mean, we all, number one, we know that he's not out there because we don't hear him. You know, you'll hear him when he's out there, but we definitely can't wait for him to come back. We know that he's a valuable leader on this team. He's a pillar, and of course, he's a playmaker. I mean, that's more than said.
We caught up with Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman Jr. after Wednesday's practice, preparing for this weekend's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As you know, this is a dress rehearsal game, and they will be playing the starters for about one half of the game. Quick shout out to Colts Loyalist, who was also there to help get all this footage. It's one of the reasons why the players' interviews are not up on social media or on Colts.com is because they had the players and the coaches being interviewed at the same time. It's a good thing there was two of us there. Let's check it out. Let me get a little. There we go.
I'm not sure. I'll probably have to find out. Actually, I gotta find out.
It doesn't really matter to you, I don't think, does it?
No, because it's at football at the end of the day. So if you're doing everything you need to do at practice, you should be prepared for the game. I mean, that's why you practice, to play the game.
How much is that week one losing streak really prevalent on your minds to make that change this year?
This is crazy because I just got here not too long ago, so I've heard about that, and you kind of always want to start off on the right foot. So I mean, I think everybody wants to start off fast with a great source of energy and get the win when you open up, you know, for the season.
What about this team this year makes you guys capable of breaking that streak?
I think it's just everybody being on the same page. We've had a nice camp. I feel like we progressed through each phase in the offseason, and now we're finally here on the final phase before the season hits. And I think we've progressed a very long way from when we first started all together in the spring.
What excites you the most about this offense?
It's the dynamic playmakers we got. We got some playmakers, so I'm excited to watch those guys.
What's the most important thing that you guys need to accomplish, I guess, these last couple of days and then in that first half on Saturday?
I think the number one thing will be being able to be clean on situational football. You know, everybody is in the game, doing their assignment, doing their job, playing good football, but when the different situations come up and arise, are we going to be able to be at our best and be very detailed in situational football? Because that wins games.
Is this extra effort more mental reps in these last couple of weeks, sitting in a game and just sort of visualizing and seeing what you see from the sidelines?
Definitely, because a lot of times with situational football, those situations don't come up. They're very specific. So being able to get guys reps in those, and then as well as everyone else, being able to watch those reps on film in case you're in that situation.
So how do you guys come in together? What have you seen with Pitt? Growth?
Number one, I just like Pitt. You know he's a dog. You guys seen it last year. But now how he's just perfected his craft. I mean, you just look at his route running. I mean, I don't even know how he cleaned it up even more because he was already a good route runner, but he's cleaned it up even more. I mean, I just feel sorry for the DBs that have to cover him this year.
You can see the growth. I mean, it's not even close.
100%, and that's what you want. No matter how good people think you were last year, you know, are you able to find a way to get better?
On the offensive side of the ball, how much is it noticed that Darius Leonard is not out there?
Oh, I mean, number one, we know that he's not out there because we don't hear him. You know, you'll hear him when he's out there, but we definitely can't wait for him to come back. We know that he's a valuable leader on this team. He's a pillar, and of course, he's a playmaker. I mean, that's more than said.
JT, how much do you care about like the top 100 rankings and things like that? And do you internalize any of that, even if you don't like outwardly show it?
That's from the players, right? I like that a lot. I mean, it's something when you have respect amongst your peers, the fellow men that you're competing against week in and week out in every season. So that's something that I don't take lightly because those are the guys that are in between the white lines with you and they have a certain level of respect for you. And vice versa as well. So that's something I think is really nice.
Hey guys, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, and tag that notification bell so that you're notified next time I go live. Don't forget, you can also share this video to your favorite social media, and please open up that description of the video. In there, you find a link to my Patreon, which is only $5 a month. Get all of my content, plus Patreon-specific content, and of course, my merch shop right here.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's just something that, like, I've, like, always done.
I just always just like want to be out there, and I just want to show my team that I'm just willing to do like what it takes, whether it's having like a boo-boo or being sick or like whatever. Like I'm just going to be out there anyway.
You hear Reggie say that when he brings your name up with his own and Marvin? What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, that just means like a lot, I mean, like that just shows what he thinks of me, and that's just like awesome, like to like hear him like say that.
Marcus, what do you hope to improve this last week?
I'm just looking to finish strong. I feel like so far like we've had a very, very good camp, so just like looking to finish strong and hopefully start like week 1 fast.
Goals for sorry, go ahead, George. You said early in camp you tried to find Matt Ryan's spot. You were going to your spot, but not his.
Yeah.
How has that grown and how do you grow that?
Absolutely. I mean, like, it's like all just trust. I mean, Matt is such a great player, and he's like going to make that play either way, but it just helps him make it easier and quicker, like for him, like if I'm just on his timing. So like I've just been working on that, and I feel like it's been turning out good.
You spend extra time with him? Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, like meeting time, extra time, sitting down, eating food together. So like we're always just like sitting down, like just trying to get that timing, chemistry down.
Goals for this final preseason game? Obviously, I'm sure you want to put a couple points on the board.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we like always like want to go out there and like compete and like have a good game. Really, just get everything that we need to get done, and let some of the younger guys like get reps, and like that's basically it.
It never come off the field mentality. Is that just the competitor in you? Is that edge?
Absolutely. I mean, like I'm just always trying to be my like very best, and that's why like I don't miss practice. Like it's because like I don't want to miss that chance to get better. Like each day, like you just keep stacking day in and day out, and then like after so many years, you go from here and you're way up here now. So just doing that. So.
How have you seen this receiver room improve over camp?
Absolutely. I mean, we have a bunch of guys that most people don't really know about yet. Just because they haven't had the like opportunity. Like it's not because they're not talented. It's not because they're not good enough. Like it's just because like we're all young guys. People consider me to be like a vet, but I've only been in the league for 2 years. I'm going on my 3rd. So we just got a lot of young players, and I think that they're ready to grow and then show like everybody like what they're about. I'm more of a lead by example like than I am go out there and start yelling at people. Like I've always believed in like building people up, and like you really don't want to call somebody out like in front of everybody, because then that can kind of create that tense situation where like it's like okay, like you're like calling me out like F you, like I don't like you. So like I always come up to people privately like, hey, like I think that like we like to do this and get better this way. So like that's how I like to do it.
The Colts haven't won a season opener since 2013. How much is that on your mind going into final days of the preseason?
I don't really think about not winning, because like all like my focus is on winning. So just being prepared to do everything that I could do to like help the team win.
What makes this team capable of breaking that streak?
I mean, I just feel like our like leadership and everything that we put in, I feel like we've really set ourselves up to start fast, and I think that's what's going to happen.
What's been your biggest takeaway from camp?
My biggest takeaway from camp is probably the confidence we have in our young room. Like the wideouts like are really young, but like I'm like confident like in every like one of those guys. So.
Yeah, he's going to be at the total.
You mentioned last time you talked that having somebody who played was 100% different.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about having somebody who played that's different?
Yeah, like I just feel like sometimes coaches don't understand the ins and outs like of the game. Is like they're like, hey, like do this no matter what. But Reggie understands that like those lines move. You know what I'm saying? Like on like Sunday, like those X and O's are running around like full speed. So Reggie is like a little more understanding, and he has some more like realistic tips and ways of doing things like than a coach who like never played the game does. Now not saying that having a coach that didn't play like wasn't good, because like Mike Groh last year was an awesome coach, and like I learned like a ton from him. But there's just pros and cons like to both. So.
Like one of the other things the other receivers have said is like he's been really good about teaching you to read the defensive back and what the defensive back's doing and how to beat him. Is that kind of part of it? Like if the defensive back's doing this, you can get to this spot a different way.
Absolutely. Like, he just understands like how routes are ran in like different looks. Press, off press, because like he's done it like 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? And like he's done it well. So. Whatever he says, I mean, like we know that it works, and we know that like he's done it like himself. So like it just gives us more like confidence like to do it. So.
He was joking around with us and said that he calls you knucklehead. Did you guys feel pretty?
Last one here.
Absolutely, because me and him are like jokesters, man. Like Reggie is one of the biggest jokesters around. So like me and him just like feed like off of each other, and like it's just awesome because I like almost feel like he's like in our room, like one of like the wideouts, but he's like our coach. So but it's just awesome. Like I can't like explain it, but like Reggie's awesome.
All right. Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.